Yes,
So
we're
good.
here. We're ready. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Adept Icarus YouTube channel. I'm Will. I make
I'm Em.
games.
We do make games.
That's right.
We're getting good at this, I think. Definitely
I
not still
know.
awkward
It's
at all.
no, not even mildly awkward. I am the founder of Adept Icarus, and I'm just happy to keep making games and working on designs and sharing them with people, and I'm excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're working on something today that we built, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? With
I think it was
Aaron
April
Radney
20th.
and yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, 2.5 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Radney, Erica Cuttermeiler. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited. Have you seen my keys?
I haven't, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Hopefully chat will have seen them somewhere.
It's a shame. It's a shame. All right. You're M. Hi.
Hi, I'm Em. I love TTRPGs in most forms. I'm a content creator and designer, and these river wolves are haunting my nightmares. Just like taking over the waterways, the world, maybe eventually one day. I don't know what to do with 6 foot long otters. It's too much for me. It's too much.
It is a lot. It's a
The
lot.
bears of the sea.
The Bears of the Sea.
That's got to be canon in some one of our worlds, right? We've got 22 realms. We can make
Yeah.
bears of the sea a thing.
Bears of the Sea. Yes. It sounds like something that would go in strength.
Oh, it definitely would. It definitely would. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. The Bears of the Sea. Yeah, that's fun. I like it. Okay. Well, what are we doing today?
That would make the sea unbearable. Cold, you lift my heart every time you hop in chat. I just must say it. Big love. But today, to answer your question, Will, we are working on the High Priestess, and we're gonna fill out the whole portion of like descriptor for the world. Maybe name some things.
Okay. Well, maybe we should share and kind of look through.
Untangle this. Yeah, we've got a convoluted web woven.
We do, yeah. There have been a lot of realms
I was
built here.
creatively losing my mind a little bit over this today. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah?
I am
bet.
excited.
I believe you. You seem excited.
I'm just like pumped with anxious energy. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I've got my apple juice.
Ah. Okay. I'm working on my Powerade Zero, so, we are not a sponsor. Or, yeah, they're not a sponsor. That's the word. Anyway. Well, cool. Let's look at what isn't in this world. So, no high-tech stuff. No, none of our other realms. No sweets or dessert. Huh. And no demi-humans. Okay. That was
That's
cool.
technically desert.
No desert.
You know if we meant desert or desert?
Oh, you know what? We meant desert. Yeah. No, I wrote it. I remember now.
Oh.
So
okay, good.
I wrote it
does.
because I started by writing dessert, and then I was like, no desert. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's talk about our universal stuff. So this is, again, based on the High Priestess tarot card. And we are going to take this world that we built together a couple weeks ago, and we're going to turn it and make it into a Vi realm, complete with rules to make characters and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of exciting. So, what are the things about this world that we have kind of canonized a little bit here? So we've got, some of the things related to the card, its secrets, its mystery, its, silence, tenacity, wisdom, science, passion, moral and physical ardor, conceit, and surface knowledge. And then we had a bunch of universal concepts here that all kind of got grouped together. We grouped a lot of things together so that we could vote them all in, apparently. So we have a spirit fantasy, sort of prophetic, shamanistic magic access through what you consume, sky, river, life, a la Amazon thing happening. And a fey noir, courtly intrigue, fey influence, and lasting decisions, permanency, magic through study type of thing. And then eerie and unsettling knowledge, like about things like river wolves, I guess. Right?
Like things like exactly like that. Perfect example.
Okay. Well, I think just kind of looking at this, right, we've talked about there's a little bit of a duality happening in this realm, right? Some of it is very spirit focused and some of it is very fey focused, right? And also we talked about this being the place where where fey sort of originated, right? And this is the dimensional realm in Vi that is their home, that is in some ways connected to some of the other realms through magical means, right? So some of a little bit of this realm sort of leaks out into other realms sometimes, in addition to being, part of the 22 dimensional realms that are surrounding the in-between. Yeah. Okay.
Which is cool.
I think that's really cool.
But also, I feel personally challenged a little bit for this with how we are going to make it consistent, I suppose, with the other two realms.
Well, that might be a little bit of a future Will and M problem, right? We can
That's
do our
fair.
best to bring some of that into play now, and then when we're reviewing everything, like in a later sort of round of revisions, we can come through and apply some consistency across, if that makes sense. But
Fair enough.
today, we don't have to
Make
worry
that part
about
of the
that. We just
refining
need to make,
process
yeah, let's just make this realm consistent with itself. That's all.
with itself.
As much as possible.
Should we look? Should we look at big picture then?
Let's do it. You want to
Okay.
read them?
Well, we had those two really strong concepts from the first part with the and universal, right? With spirits
Mm-hmm.
and fae, and they were kind of separate ideas. And so now we have decided in this phase that they're actually against each other. It's spirits versus fae. And there's like angry, dangerous spirits, and we have some spirit sleuthing magics, which I think was that humans use these magics to discover what's going on with spirits and how to give them peace, if I remember correctly. And then we were talking about how there's court. There's like the court wars, and it was like this high royal court type of thing. And then to add just a little sprinkling of fun, we also added like a legal court aspect
Mm.
to this, where what are the legalities of talking to spirits? There's spirits everywhere. And you know what? We might need some advisors, either people who have passed, or maybe we're going to advise the dead. I don't know about that one either.
Yeah.
Then we have, yeah, it's cool. It's like intricate.
Yeah.
And we have spirit magic and fey magic in conflict, and then this ongoing battle versus the rationalist and the irrationalist. I don't remember that portion. Do you recall?
Not entirely. But
Okay.
I'm really thinking, irrationalists are like Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do know what you're saying.
yeah. When the spirits are prosecuting, their case never rests. Yes, that agreed.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay. Well, I have a few thoughts. One of them is we can tie some of this stuff in. It doesn't necessarily have to all be in the rising age. Some of it could be in the fallen
Oh,
age, right? Because we've
interesting.
got that duality going for us as well. So we could say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, maybe the spirits versus fae thing is a thing that happens later. I had this idea while we were sitting here going through these. It could be interesting if humans who make, contracts with fae in one of the other realms end up with their spirit trapped here at some point. And maybe the fae
Oh,
had made so many contracts, and at some point there are so many spirits that the spirits are basically trying to overrun the realm. And that's kind of when you get into that conflicted state.
that's
We think about
fascinating, Will. That's a
is
pretty
that
interesting idea. Like the Fae are making deals. They're like, this is how we take your soul. And then they're like, we have too many souls.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. I'm following. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Okay. I mean, it's a thought. Uh, we don't have to go down that route, but I was looking for a way to make this a little less busy all at once and sort of,
Mm-hmm.
separate it out a little bit. The court and the court is something that's going to be interesting to resolve too.
Yeah. I think that it's gonna be just slightly challenging verbiage.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to work on
Susie went to
that.
court. Which one?
Yeah, right. Very true. Um, maybe it isn't court for like advisors and things like that. Maybe it's, like other types of things.
Mm-hmm.
And legalities doesn't necessarily mean court. It's just like this is the law, right? And maybe
Okay.
dead advisors can tell you about. So there's the law and there's the court, which are two different things. Maybe we could split it up like that.
Okay. I'm happy with it.
Okay. Uh,
And like dead
well,
advisors, are they going to advise you socially then?
they
Or
could
like
advise you in all
we
number
have
of manners, right? Like maybe there's someone who died
oh,
that knows the secrets of, harnessing solar energy, right? And so they will advise. I don't know. Could
interesting.
be anything,
That could be a
really.
good tool. It could be a good tool for how to like guide people during a trial in this realm or
Hmm.
give new information about other realms.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So that could be a cool thing to tie in as like an ability for a beacon in this realm too, right? Like they've got this
Hmm.
spirit advisor that tells them things that they wouldn't have known otherwise. Yeah.
Yes.
Did we decide beacons they're not spirits, they are fae from this realm? Is that right?
I think we left it open where people could play either humans who have spirit magic, they could play a
Mm.
spirit, or they could play fae.
Okay. Wow, that's going to be tricky. Cool.
I know.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. All right. Uh,
We could
man.
potentially do something a la the Fool.
Mm, we could.
I don't know if we want to, because we were thinking about keeping that one maybe a completely separate thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, is there another way to do it that would be that might work? We'll
Equally
get to that. We'll
interesting.
get to that. We got to
Okay.
keep going through the list, right?
We'll
Yeah.
never get through this stream
We'll
otherwise.
never get through. Yeah. All right, let's talk about culture and organizations. So, there were a few things that we liked from culture and organizations. We had the advisory collegium. So, this is the place where I guess advisors are certified or something. I don't know. Something along those lines. We had a matrilineal matriarchal society. So that one of the societies at a minimum is that. I would say it makes sense for the Fae Society to be matriarchal. And then, maybe, maybe we could hit them both. I don't know.
Hmm.
We have Spirit Surplus, which is like a store with all your spirit magic needs, which, you know, it's good. So that's like a chain, I'm guessing, right?
I think I probably put this in the wrong spot again because I
It's
always do that.
everywhere. It's everywhere. They
It's
have them
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And or if it's just one, we could
It's
move
like
it into
Costco.
locations. It's like Costco. Yeah. What are
One on
your
every
spirit
corner. It's
magic
like
needs?
7-Eleven.
Is it
I think I
salt? Is that
asked
what
this
you
last
need?
time.
Like,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's like well, see, here's the problem, Will. Here's
Mm-hmm.
the problem is because I not only did Spirit Surplus, but I did Spirit Sleuths, the one-stop shop to find your sleuth. So I
Uh-huh.
feel like these are kind of paired together. One of them
Mm-hmm.
is for spirits to go find somebody to help them. And then the other
Mm-hmm.
one is where the people who help the spirits get their supplies. So salt, mirrors potentially that can help see through things, talismans,
Mm.
that you wands, anything you need in order to perform the magic of communing with spirits and following the trail. Maybe magnifying glasses. Maybe you need special magnifying glasses to see spirit footsteps.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, spirit sleuths. Interesting. Okay. So we've got those two, and then we have the Daughters of the Gate, which I don't know if we know what they are, but they sound cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they sound like real cool. Maybe they are people who guard this side of the gates to the other realms or something like that, right?
Sure.
Yeah. That feels pretty. And if it's a matriarchal society, well, of course they are the daughters of the gate. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um then we have ghost assassins, which is, do they assassinate ghosts or are they ghosts that assassinate?
Uh, I think that they're. I don't know. My gut check was that they were people who were killing ghosts.
Ah, okay.
I don't know.
What
What do
happens to
you recall at all?
a ghost that is killed?
It ceases to be. It can no
Hmm.
longer travel through the river and return to the cycle of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And then we have the keeper's grave. The keeper's
I think
grave.
those are the people that protect the graves.
Okay. And there are graves
They
here.
like they like yeah, because we have I think a graveyard, right? That
Hmm.
people live in and stuff.
Okay.
It's like the
And then we had
library of where
this.
the spirits go to rest.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's the Library of Spirits. Okay. Got
I
like the
think
card
we have
catalog.
one.
You can look up your correct spirit and go find it.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually know what a card catalog is anymore? Anyway. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Tick, 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 tick.
I worked in a
I bet people
library.
know. They have to.
Yeah, I worked in a library when I was in high school. I worked in the school library for a year. So, yeah, card
Did you
catalog.
love it?
Um Actually, yes. I loved it very much.
I
Yeah.
believe it. It
If
sounds
I
like
could,
a
if
dream.
I could make a living as a librarian, I probably would have been very tempted. Yeah. We had one more that came in like a late entry from chat. It was Cloudgate. I don't know what that word is. Decadent tombstones being a status symbol.
I think what we talked about, Will, was that there's so many spirits that they kind of have very small, like think like post office boxes of
Hmm.
places that are theirs for like common spirits. And then people
Mm-hmm.
who have really big gravestones are the sign of richness and opulence, a status symbol exactly. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where that idea came from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So like Michael Jackson's tombstone, enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Enormous.
Got it. Elvis's tombstone, huge. Yeah. Okay.
Huge. Yes.
All right. Uh. Ooh.
Landmarks?
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk landmarks. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Are they the defense against ghost assassins? Oh, interesting. Gravekeepers, ghost assassins.
Oh, the gravekeepers.
Huh?
That could definitely be.
Huh?
That could definitely
Actually, I
be.
kind of like that.
Pair 'em.
That's fun. Okay. And then this is the whole thing that
We,
goes with that. Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, you want to do landmarks? Let's talk
uh,
about those.
yeah, we had the Moon Touched Plaza where people have feasts, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also had the Central Grave Park, which is like Central Park in New York, but graves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Widow's Sorrow. Oh, right, because we had a great sea, and then like these are a tall set of cliffs where like there's a spirit that waits there and like
Mm.
waiting for something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we had a Spirit River Guide outpost to go along with the Spirit River, that
It
the
really
Sky
got
River
voted
Spirit
in.
Fantasy Universal.
Everybody voted for
Amazing.
that. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
We have the Graveyard,
Okay.
the monument to the original Fey Court, which I
Mm-hmm.
believe is not a contracts and lawyer court.
No.
It's not. It's the fancy one where you go to do balls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's the fancy court.
Fancy court. Beautiful. Love that. And then we had the Great Library of Emeriti that has a big, shiny pomegranate on the outside, like the Chicago bean. Do we want to answer chat's question?
I'm answering it right now.
Unanimous.
So yeah, just a quick. So we designed this with a couple of folks who joined us a while back, and now we're kind of figuring out how it all converts into actual a Vi realm because we played Arium Create to generate all of this wonderful, rich goodness. Yeah, water is interesting. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I know we always mention landmarks, and sometimes we talk about a few of them as we're doing the setting and stuff. But I feel like this is maybe one of the less relevant components. But I think we may touch on a few of these things. Could be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we've got people. So many people. Oh dear. Yeah, and we didn't vote on them, so we could do a voting on them now. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Should
Yeah,
we
let's do
read
it.
through them really quick and then just do a voting, and that'll help us kind of align on some that we like?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So we've got Riverwolf in charge of Riverways. We've got Glendirge, Coroner to the Stars. We have Elaine. We have Temple Mother Oleani. Spirit Law, or Law Spirits. Sorry, Law Spirits. Ah, see, so that ties into the law idea, but not courts.
Okay.
Yes. We
Not
have
courts.
Leith,
Law.
rabidly hungry for knowledge. We have Spirit Speaker. We have Advocate Liana, Gate Mistress Arian, Calderia, fine-haired lass with a schemer's gaze. We have Lanky Skulker with a heart of gold. We could combine some names to some of these people potentially too.
We're gonna have to, I think.
Yeah, Spirit Speaker Venset. We have Lady Stelria. High Fae hosts many contract court parties.
Is that what we
Law.
did? We combined them into one thing?
I don't know that we did. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. Did they host law parties? Is that what that means?
Yeah, a bunch of lawyers get together and they discuss like contracts and stuff. Make bids for each other's, because this was like the high intrigue part. They're making bids for each other's votes for like which way they're going to side. It's not a fair court of law, Will. This is gossipy benchland.
Okay.
Bench works two
This
ways
is
that way.
this is Judge Judy. Okay.
This is people vote in order to determine justice or how things will result in. And so buying each other's
Okay.
votes at these parties, I'm just totally
Sure.
spitballing. I don't know. I don't even
Sure.
necessarily think we should do this.
Okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. We'll sort it out. We still have to vote. We've got Fra, Ghost Assassin. We have the bleh, Emeritian Librarian. I don't know.
Meritarian librarian.
Uh-huh. We have Gab Bakla, Spirit River Guide, because we have a Spirit River outpost. We have Chancellor Greror. I don't know what that means. Greror.
That's yours, my friend.
I know. Someone wrote that. They were smart. Chancellor Greror of the Collegium. We have Vizipop, an old friendly spirit who likes to prank. We have Harvester, fruit or grave. Corre. We don't talk about her. Widow's Ghost, main figure seen on the cliffs. See, Widow's Ghost has to exist. That's gotta go. And Courtier, assistant to Faye. So, do we want to combine some of these? Is Lady Storella in league with law spirits, or is Lady Stelria a law? No, she's high fae. My bad.
I don't know
So
why
we
I
have
love this, but I love the idea that Temple Mother Oliani is a lanky skulker. Like, you're all messing around and stuff, and all of a sudden you just realize that she's been standing in the background just like watching you. But she's also holding a plate of cookies.
Okay, it's happening. Sounds good. Here we go. What about those two?
Perfect.
We've
I'm
got
happy with
more
that.
than one spirit speaker, but Lady Stelria should be a spirit speaker, don't you think?
But we did decide. Well, it doesn't matter. We did. Just to say it, I know I'm not saying we just stay with this, but we did say the first time that Fae couldn't speak to spirits because up in big picture, spirits are versus Fae.
Only humans speak to spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And there are very few humans here, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't think there are a ton.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who else is a spirit speaker then? The Emeritian librarian? What is wrong with my names?
That would
Gab
totally work, I
Bakla.
think.
Gab Bakla is a spirit river guide.
Of course,
Spirit
Gab
speaker.
Bakla is.
Yeah. What else?
Elaine could be the librarian.
Yeah. Great.
Anyone else we want to combine?
Um, I just want to. Um, I don't know that anything needs to go with Widow's Ghost, but I just want to move it up into that spot. I think. I'm okay with voting now if you want to. You good
Okay,
for it?
let's do it.
Okay. I'll set it up here really
Happy.
quickly. Shouldn't take too long. Just a moment. Just a moment. $19. Should we vote for 6?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. Let us vote.
I'm also gonna minimize the screen so I can't see which ones you're doing.
Good plan.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
See where we ended up. Hey, look at us.
Oh, decently aligned actually.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Very
I don't think
cool.
I'm gonna do the. I don't think I'm gonna do the pink sticky note if we're gonna
Nah.
reorder these.
No, you don't need to. We can just reorder them. I think they'll be fine. Doop, doop, doop. No river wolf.
Oh darn.
Oh no.
Those don't scare me so bad.
Uh, just trying to get him a little. There.
A little condensed.
Yeah. All right. That looks pretty good. So we've got a couple of good ones, I think, and some good contenders as well. So, yeah,
I think Glen Dirge would be a hilarious enemy.
yeah, for sure. So Fra, I think I was thinking the opposite when I proposed that that person. I was thinking that is a spirit
Oh,
who is also an assassin, not an assassinator of spirits. But I'm good with either way if we should happen to use them. Lady Stelria? Yes? Leith? Leith. Okay, this is good.
Valeria. We have so many options here.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, do you think
Let's go
that
look.
do you think that the world is going to have a problem with this realm? We have that question of like who's enemies. The world could maybe not like that spirits aren't coming their way.
It's possible. It is possible.
Okay.
Yeah. The world. Yeah. Maybe they will unleash their archangels on this realm. That would be interesting, huh?
Maybe they just come and collect. People think they're ghost assassins, but they're just like, no, you guys aren't supposed to be here. They just grab an armload and
No,
take them.
let's go. Come on. Interesting.
You have not undergone your eternal penance.
Hmm. All right, let's talk about the goodies. These will be nice.
Okay. Spirit possessed chakrams. Spirits, a drink that allows spirits to feel specific things. That wasn't confusing at all.
Uh-huh.
A Fey pen for contract writing, incredibly important. Tube root of destiny, born, of course, of the tube sock concept. Uh, we have the water whistles, objects that call water spirits to aid you. We have a moon staff, or made of driftwood from the river. A crescent of revelation. Spirit staff, a staff that allows people to see the spirits in a radius or communicate with them.
Mm.
Mm. Okay. Crescent daggers, symbols of the doubters of the gate. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Seeds of the beginning of the end of will, typing forever and ever. That's got to be in there.
We don't have to
Spirit.
vote for that one.
Oh, I am. I'm going to double vote just to make sure it
No.
ends up on the board. We have the lantern for the widow, salt, iron nail, pomegranate, bones of the original court members, bowler hat, wishing horse, and horseshoes.
Okay. Do we need to combine any of these?
Which ones would you combine if you were gonna hypothetically do such a thing?
I do not know. Although the Crescent of Revelation and the... Well, no. Spirit Dowser and Spirit Staff are similar, but probably not the same. One is
Yeah,
like
dowser to
spirits
me
be
means
this
like a
way.
finder.
Yeah, it's like they be this way, and staff is just like, oh, you just see them. So that's different. Okay. Never mind.
Moon staff could be the same as a spirit staff. Maybe it has a big orb on top that glows, and anyone within the glow can see the spirits.
hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think you're right.
You can combine it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's a question, Will.
Mm-hmm.
This water whistle that calls water spirits to aid you. Are we talking like the spirits that like live within things, like a house spirit that has been trained to protect its residents, things like that? Are we talking about the spirits of people who have passed?
I don't know.
Cool.
What do we want it to be?
There are cool things in both of these options.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of things built around graveyards and people who
Mm-hmm.
speak to spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked your idea about how these are the spirits of people they made contracts with.
Mm-hmm.
But
So seems
we
like it
could
probably wouldn't
also,
be the spirits of certain types of things.
mhm, unless that's what the contract was, is it made them into the spirits of things to make those things better.
Mm.
Maybe brooks babbles more happily when they have many spirits imbued into them that then become water spirits.
Hmm.
And so spirits rebelling actually looks like nature rebelling against the Fae. Tired of being in this form for too long.
Okay, I kind of love that. So it's both.
Kind of both.
Yeah. Yeah. And it explains
Fae are
like
against them because they're like,
the unpredictable nature of Fey magic. Like Fey magic is sourced from basically, you know, contracts with spirits. Or a big chunk of
well,
it
once
anyway,
people.
right? Who were once
Yeah.
people. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, this is an
And
interesting
so
thing
they
because
like
it's
kind
a
of let people like wander around, right, as spirits, because they're like, well,
yeah.
you know what? They're currency. It's just currency that they can spend at any time.
Mhm. Yeah. That's funny because this is a theme that comes up in a couple of our realms that I really love. It's actually a personal favorite of mine for a theme between sort of a rising and falling sort of realm, which is you know, we delved too deep. You know, we
Greed.
we have given in to greed, and greed has found us and paid us back. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's really cool. Okay. Well, I think we should vote for these.
Okay.
5.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe that means that the spirit staff allows you to see the spirits as what they originally were.
Yep. Or the Crescent of Revelation.
Oh, I'm voting for that now.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Ooh.
Wow,
Look
super
at that.
aligned.
Wow. I'm impressed with us. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, a couple of those were just like pretty random. What? No votes for the two brood of destiny?
I'm shook
Man,
and shocked.
I know, right? Who knew? Okay, this is a good list. Uh, yes. So we got the staff and the crescent. So the staff lets people see the spirits around. The crescent reveals the the people that were made into like other types of spirits.
Things. Yeah.
Things, yes. And crescent daggers, yes. Ha ha ha. Yes. Yes. This is really good. Okay. And you got the water whistle, which I was tempted to vote for, but I also really wanted the Fey pen for contract writing, so I got that one instead. So
I'm really glad because I
yeah.
actually unclicked my one for Fey Pen to put in the water
Did you
whistles.
really?
So
I
same
seriously
ring.
looked
Yeah, I
so
really
hard
did.
at water whistles. Yeah. What are the odds? Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, this is good. Well, now we have to turn this into something.
We certainly do.
But I think we have a much better idea what that something will be.
I'm really glad that we talked it out so much because I was coming in here all amped up, like, what are we gonna do? So I'm really glad I feel ready on this.
Good.
Kind of ready.
Good, good.
Should we maybe make a list of all the things that need to be included like we did last time?
Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
I did too. Okay. So things that must be included in the description of this world.
We should do like the quick dichotomy, like a single couple words or a sentence for rising and falling, real quick, too, just to show the difference. You think?
Great idea. Do you want to take that?
Sure. So, rising, we said, is they are signing contracts with humans, and humans, and as part of that and the fine print, there we go, consigns the humans' spirits to the Fey realm. To, where are we? The High Priestess realm. Yeah, basically. So there's that, and then we also had that.
Yeah. I'm gonna add one more sentence onto that.
Do it. Spirits are free to live their lives until the day when they are imbued with something that enriches the phase
Into
world.
something.
Yeah. That's fun. Okay. I like it. And I just wrote like a quick sentence on falling so we know the other side of it.
I love that. Can we talk for 1 second about what this world looks like? Because I'm pretty sure you and I have different images of like if you drop someone into this realm, a beacon, a player, how do you
Mm-hmm.
describe the way it looks to them?
That's a good question. I've been kind of imagining a little bit uh, of the spirit realm from Legend of Korra. I don't think it needs to be exactly that. Um,
I haven't seen Korra.
you haven't? Okay. Uh, yeah. I was kind of thinking maybe something like that, where it's really just kind of weird, right?
Hmm.
Um, but also, I've been like in my head, I have a lot of woods and a lot of water. There is no
Hmm.
desert or dessert.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I was thinking?
Sure.
Okay. Maybe we can marry these concepts because I think we have some overlap.
Okay.
I was thinking that there are it's like a bit of like mystical nature. You've got like
Mm-hmm.
huge trees and big roots that kind of like stand up tall, right? And water that does run along the top of these trees carried by winds, and then there's also water on the ground, and like when you reach the sea, the trees hang over the water and all the water dumps off the trees almost like you live inside of a waterfall a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. And then these cities are actually really elaborate, but they're kind of integrated a little bit into the nature of it all. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like stone, and it's like a pale, worn type of a thing, but it looks very pristine, maybe with a lot of stained glass windows and just very
Hmm.
opulent. But also maybe things like the water like lifts up, like bubbles of it, and kind of like floats and undulates before dropping into the water. And the wind carries laughter and just like weird little things. Stuff moves
Mm-hmm.
kind of independently. It feels more alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's kind of how I feel about sort of like the cities as well to an extent, where it's like maybe there is some stone, but like a lot of it is just living things, right?
I
Like
love that.
trees and like that they have kind of grown into the shapes that they're supposed to be in, right?
Hmm.
Um, and plant life and things. And so it looks like, an opulent city, but most of it was it's also very naturally formed looking, right?
Yeah, I love that idea. I just like the idea that the Fae love living in something that they feel so connected to.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a lot of pride in their world and they love how alive their world is. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
going somewhere else feels dull.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think that's perfect.
All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Do you want to zoom in just a little bit?
I would love to do such a thing. Forgot I normally do that.
Yeah, that'll help. Cool. So we were going to make a list of the things we want to make sure and include.
Okay.
Um,
The world feeling alive is definitely needing to be in there.
yep.
Courtly intrigue,
Uh,
maybe?
yep. Definitely. I think we found our unsettling and eerie knowledge. Holy crap.
Mhm. Yeah, we really have.
Uh, um, I think there are spirits everywhere in many senses of the word. We nailed
Yep.
that. Um, are there, so do we have named Fey courts? And is there more than one still around? Or were there two and now there's only one because one was destroyed?
Interesting.
Or were there three and they took down one of them and now there's only two?
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So the courts that I often hear mentioned are like your Seelie and your Unseelie court, but I think we could make up names for courts as well, which
Yeah, let's
might be
do it.
interesting. Um, and you could do it based a little bit around like the way this place is and what it's and how it, you know. So you could have a Fey court that believes in uh doing the contracts with humans and their spirits eventually come here. And then maybe you have another
Hmm.
court who believes in, oh, but those spirits are ours now, so we can do what we want with them. We can put them into the things and make things better here for us. Right? So you've got like one that's trying to give some kind of a benefit in trade for what they get, and then you've got the other kind that's just like, well, they're ours now. We can do whatever we want with them.
I
I
kind of
think,
like that a lot.
yeah,
Like we're enriching our world. That's what we're supposed to do. We have this
yeah,
given right to do so.
that's right. Yeah.
So we
Um,
could call one
so
of
we
them
could.
the Ink Court.
I love that. Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
One of them is the ink court, and the other is the nature court. Right?
Yeah.
And of course, the nature court is good, right? Well, because what's not good
Of
about nature?
course it is.
Yeah. Okay,
Court
that's
of
fun.
Ink and Nature.
Yeah, and maybe they have kind of a Cold War thing going on between the two of them. They don't agree with each other and their methods, but they aren't like actively fighting.
I feel like maybe the Ink Court is trying to save up souls for something and they haven't disclosed what.
Mm.
And then the
Yeah.
Nature Court is just keeps using them in droves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. I like that. What else do we need to make sure is included? We've got spirit
We have
magic
angry
and fey
spirits are
magic in
dangerous.
conflict. Angry spirits being dangerous. Yeah. Um. Okay. Okay.
Spirit magic and fey magic being in conflict. How do we want to translate that?
I think the spirits versus fey and angry spirits being dangerous could be things we put in under fallen age.
Sure.
Spirit magic and fey magic in conflict. I mean That could also be a Fallen Age thing. Or we could pull it in now and have it be like the precursor. If there's a way to think about it. I'm not sure.
Maybe they're just like it's just like a known fact about the world that nature has been a little rambunctious lately.
Yeah.
Just as like a hint of what's to come.
Yeah. It's more
That's
excited
what
than
we
it normally is.
Okay. How
Okay.
fun. What a
Yeah.
lovely little thing. This book is positively screaming. Okay. And we need to keep in the maternal or matriarchal society, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the daughters of the gate, which means that we're probably going to need to include something about the gates. Can I not find this symbol? Let's just do this. Plus. Okay. Oh, Will. This whole vibe isn't vibing for me. These two. What are
Yeah.
we going to do with this? How do we do this? How are we bringing the
Uh.
humans in and the spirits? Maybe that's one of the point of the half-bloods is to communicate with the spirits that are so they don't go hiding and stuff. How do you keep them happy in their afterlife before they're repurposed?
Yeah. Or use the
Or do we
spirit
just ditch that
powers,
whole
right?
concept? Yeah.
I don't know. I do think the matrilineal matriarchal society is interesting. So the matrilineal. I had to look this up actually because I didn't know what that was. I have heard the term before, but I'd never like. But basically, instead of it's basically the opposite of uh, patrilineal, which means like your family is traced through the kind of the male side, like your roots and everything go back down the male side, but in matrilineal it goes down the um the female side instead, right? So if you're
Hmm.
talking about like binary pairs of male and female, right? But it could be male and female, it could be female and female, but whatever. But one of them basically is like the you're going back and the name follows whatever kind of
Hmm.
the one side is. So I think that could be kind of cool. We could make the Fae be that way, I think, right?
I love that idea.
Yeah. I don't think the humans would be that way because we've already sort of established that they're coming from other realms that aren't that way.
Completely agree.
Yeah. Um, yeah, the advisory collegium kind of falls into the same space as the spirity stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm also kind of getting hung up on wanting to like honor Aaron and Erica's wonderful, wonderful ideas.
mhm.
So like, because this was the world that they also voted on, right? So how do
Yes.
we honor that and then like still make it fit into something that we can put into our game?
Yeah, agreed. Well, I think what we've done so far leaves a lot of room for interesting like gameplay and character creation, right? Like
Definitely.
powers, items, things like that. Like it's practically unlimited, right? You can do all kinds of really cool stuff with what we've come up with so far. Um yeah.
Do we want to leave in humans can communicate with spirits and use spirit magic then?
I think so.
Okay. What about the whole spirit sleuths?
I'm not sold on it.
Okay. I'm going to not put it into the things that need to be included in the realm description then.
Okay. I mean, that was my inclusion at some point. It kind of got persisted in a couple spots.
Is this everything we kind of need to include then? The world feeling alive, courtly intrigue with between the Ink Court and the Nature Court, the matriarchal and I can't pronounce this word, but I'm going to make it a try. Matrilineal
Mm-hmm.
Fae, plus the Daughters of the Gate, guarding all the
Yeah.
gates that go to the other worlds, especially the large split between this one and Hermit, probably.
Yeah.
And humans can communicate with spirits and use spirit magic.
What if we put the ghost assassins into the Falling Age Aka Archangels? How do you feel
Yeah,
about
I'm super
that?
down.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I was going to say, I thought that I was predicting that you were going to say that the Ink Court is beginning its whatever that they were trying to collect the spirits for. But I'm really pleased with bringing in another world where this the gate is. Okay, let's do it.
This is a sort of a gateway world. Like, it's opened itself up to other realms. And so I think if anybody could figure out a way in here, because the dead are, being stopped from going where they're supposed to go, it's the archangels from the world realm.
100%.
Yeah. And they're like, and you've been saved, and you've been saved, and you've been saved. Your spirit goes to the world. But I'd say they're doing it on the sly, right? They're being very discreet. Yeah, excellent. Do we want to pull in any landmarks? Or are we good on all of that?
I think that's going to be just like included in the world feeling alive subpoint.
Okay. We'll come back and pick some
We can
when we need
refer
them.
to the Great Sea,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. In that case, we should try and write a Rising Realm.
We sure should.
Should I take a stab at it, or do you want to take a stab at it? Are you feeling particularly inspired?
If you have some inspiration, you should go.
Okay, let me see here. Ancient trees dominate this realm.
Yes.
Just vibrant. Interestingly enough, I don't feel like the Empress would like this place. It doesn't feel natural.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally.
Ancient trees dominate this vibrant realm. The air itself seems to hum. Let's say nestled in the raised roots. And well, we do this. Nestled between the raised roots and I don't know why I keep coming back to this word. Cities stand in. I want like a nature word. Virulent?
No. No.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad one.
Verdant?
Verdant, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Verdant glamour. Can I say that?
Yeah.
It's kind of stealing one of our actual terms, though.
Glory?
Glory. Okay. Here, the Fae reside, rule.
Mm-hmm.
The courts of ink and nature. Something, something.
How about in their courts of ink and nature?
Love that. I'm going to put some space here. So that's gonna bother me.
What if we said... I'm going to add just a little bit.
Please do.
Or... And... something like that. You can please change it.
Love that. Here the Fae rule in their courts of ink and nature, presiding over the spirits of those contracted with them for wealth, power, and fame in their natural lives.
During their natural lives, maybe? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Presiding over the spirits. Oh, I had it for 1 second and then it slipped away.
Sorry, I talked over it, probably.
No, you're good. Ink and nature presiding over. I think that totally works. We can always edit later.
Sure. And we will, as we know.
And we do that a lot. For wealth, power, and fame during their natural lives. Do we want to say something about ink? Travels forth to collect these contracts?
Yeah. I think so.
Ventures beyond their world to form these contracts, and nature puts the rewards. Rewards? Bad word?
Mm-hmm.
Their work to good use. Their proceeds. Man, I'm struggling, Will. Nature puts their proceeds to better the realm, to Enhance.
Toward. Oop. The enhancement of the realm. That's probably okay.
Okay.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
We
I was
could
just
take
reading
this
this
bit down
paragraph down
here.
here. Just
Yeah. Might be the time.
take it. Do it to it. Which sentence? All of the sentence? One of the sentence?
How about that?
Yeah. What if we take away the perhaps? The babbling brooks sing sweetly. Oh. With the added voices. And flowers. They don't shine. What did flowers do?
Bloom.
Thank you. Bloom brighter. One
Now that
day.
they contain a little more soul. Yeah.
Way to spell contain.
Those are some words.
Okay. Aren't they, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We should maybe do something about the Daughters of the Gate and how they touch other worlds and humans come through.
Mm-hmm. Added a little
Love that.
tiny
Love
bit
that
to the
edit.
top sentence there. Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Sweet. Yes. Maybe we should just add a little bit here. Ink ventures beyond for the contracts, and nature puts their proceeds toward the enhancement of the realm, comma, though they may not always agree. Though? Something like that. I just want to...
Love that. It hints at the intrigue portion.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then I think we can delete that line down here.
Perfect.
Okay. What else? So we need to do the matriarchal Daughters of the Gates.
Yes, let's do that. How do we initiate the conversation or the description of these matrilineal fae?
Well, let's see.
The Grand Matriarch of Ink manages the gates.
Yeah. Grand Matriarch of Ink.
And her daughters.
And her daughters. Are the keepers of gates.
Between realms? Between this realm and others?
Yep. So that implies that in
For the
the fallen age, maybe someone from the world has forged some kind of a link to one of the daughters or the Grand Matriarch.
Yes! Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Makes me want to go back to the Hermit and add an enemy of ink
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or one of nature, right? Like if you run
Definitely could
if you
be.
run into a nature fae, it's like they're just like, yeah, mind if I just borrow that spirit? It looks real.
I
Looks
need that.
good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I could
I
just
had a
borrow
patch of
that.
moss.
Yeah.
I had a patch of moss that was fading, and this will brighten it right up.
Yes, I really need it to be slightly greener.
It's olive green, dear. Terrible.
I like this a
Simply
lot.
horrendous.
I like where this is going. This is really fun.
Okay.
Okay. What else? So I think
This
we
might be a
sort
good
of
sentence.
got
The following
this.
sentence.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think the following sentence could say something about how it's like they're bursting into other worlds, right? Like something like their reach is long. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we just leave that to vagueness. Maybe that goes in Secret of the Realms.
Maybe. How about something like that?
The secret is closely guarded.
Because reasons.
Because reasons. I love reasons.
I know.
Okay.
The secret is closely guarded for war would surely follow if nature were given
Add her way.
free reign across realms.
Sure.
Something like that. I'm just...
If nature's greed was given full reign. Nature's greed for souls, for spirits.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, next paragraph. Just the fourth.
Probably, yeah. We just got to talk about spirits and humans a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Want to tank it?
I'll try it. I'll make a stab at least a couple sentences. On the rare occasion.
It's so rare. It's like rarer than medium rare.
It's way more rare than medium rare.
Yeah.
On the rare occasion, a human finds themselves lost.
Perfect.
Within this realm, finds themselves lost, just lost, finds their way
Mm,
here, slips through the cracks. But that doesn't give that falling feeling.
falls through to the Fae. Maybe?
I love it. Falls through to the Fae. On an even rarer occasion, they refuse a contract with Ink to return home. I won't. On a rare occasion, human falls through to the Fae. How do they discover that they can communicate with the spirits? I don't know what I'm saying here.
From the vibrancy assailing their senses.
Yeah.
They may notice. They can see things others may not.
The Fae can't see them, right?
Correct. Not without special tools, at least, right?
Yeah. Spirits jam the streets.
Yeah.
Jam the streets and fill the alleyways. Fill the alleys.
Mm-hmm.
And are eager to bend a friendly ear. Is that what it is? What do you is that or that's when you listen to somebody? What does it mean
Yeah.
when you talk to them?
No, that's to bend a friendly ear. No, I think that's okay. We can fix it later if it's wrong. It
We're
seems right to
definitely
me.
gonna clean this one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's okay. They may even we got to talk about spirit magic. They may even be able to, I don't know, do stuff and things.
They're eager to bend a friendly ear and even lend
Assistance?
a hand. Yeah.
Ooh.
Assistance to their new friends. Nope, I used
Mhm.
friendly. I can't do both.
Their new companions. Do we want to talk about the
And lend.
rambunctiousness?
I was gonna maybe say rambunctious assistance. Like maybe they're a bit wayward, a bit too excitable.
Yeah, try that.
Or we could do that. We could do another sentence or paragraph.
Yeah, 4's pretty good. I like this.
Yeah?
I do.
Maybe we should take a read through.
Let's do. Want me to
Would you like
start?
to, or should I?
I'll give it a go.
Either way. Go for it.
All right. Should I pull my microphone in close? Nah. Okay, so this is the High Priestess realm. Ancient trees dominate this vibrant realm. The air itself seems to hum with power. Nestled between the raised roots and babbling brooks, cities stand in verdant glory. Here the Fae rule in their courts of ink and nature, presiding over the spirits of those who contracted with them for wealth, power, and fame during their natural lives. Ink ventures beyond their world to form these contracts, and nature puts their proceeds toward the enhancement of the realm, though they may not always agree. The spirits are free to live their lives until the day when they are imbued into something that enriches the Fae's world. The babbling brooks sing sweetly with more added voices, and flowers bloom brighter now that they contain a little more soul. The Grand Matriarch of Ink and her daughters are the keepers of all gates between this realm and others. This secret is closely guarded, for war would surely follow if nature's greed for spirits were given free rein across the realms. On the rare occasion a human falls through to the Fae, I'm going to say, let's remove the. On rare occasion, a human falls through to the Fae. Once they've recovered from the vibrancy assailing their senses, they may notice they can see things that the Fae cannot. Spirits jam the streets and fill the alleys, and are eager to bend a friendly ear or even lend their rambunctious assistance to their new companions. Okay.
Rambunctious assistance is, I'll tell you that 10 times fast.
Yeah. Rambunctious assistance. Okay. Yeah, it's I think this is pretty good. It's not bad. We can I think we can clean it up a little bit, but I think it's really good. I don't think we have to clean it up now though. I think we covered the things we wanted to cover.
I think that we've captured the concept.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
I am too. Very happy. And then we've got the seed of our sort of falling age here ready to go as well. So that's cool. Is this place a healthy place or an essency place?
What a great question.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to you?
I don't know.
It almost depends on like who you're playing.
Yeah. Right?
Like nature could potentially be more endurance. That's what's bothering me.
Yeah. Oh, right. Endurance.
And ink might be more essence, forming all these contracts with people. Maybe it takes more endurance to form contracts, and then nature is more about the imbue,
Maybe.
inject. But if you're playing a human from this world, completely different thing.
Right? Nothing.
A Realmian.
For the human, nothing. I don't know. What do you think?
I want people to pull a additional card from the story deck when they build a character from here as a separate thing. And if it is like swords and cups, then it's ink. And then if the other two, it's the other one. But if it is something else,
Maybe a spirit.
Human or spirit. Like you could even do one suit for each of them, right? If it's sword, it's ink. If it's cup, it's human. If it is wands, it's nature. If it's coins, you're a spirit.
So, sorry, you said which one is
I'm
swords?
okay with
Which one is violent?
uh will we said in our description that nature's greed? So that kind of feels like violent to me. And ink feels like cryptic.
For sure. Okay.
Humans are glamour because they're the ones like making these contracts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then spirits are fortune because they have misfortune.
Maybe switch the last two. Maybe the humans are fortune
Yeah,
and the
I
spirits
think
are glamour.
I agree. Spirits are the ones making like, oh, help me, I'll lend you my aid. And
Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting. So we're saying we may
it's
have four
super
different character
different.
types from here. And that may mean we have to come up with different powers for all of them. Maybe they can have the same items, potentially. Although I'm not sure what kind of items a spirit's going to be able to use. So that's a thing.
Maybe you forfeit your item if you're a spirit.
Maybe you forfeit your item. Maybe you get extra powers. Um, of course, the rest can use both. But yeah, I would say that maybe. Well, so humans can use spirit magic, so I think they have items specific to that. But the Fae may have same items, but the
Yes,
powers would be different.
correct.
Ooh,
Do
we're
you
setting
remember
ourselves a
how?
task.
Yeah, this is going to be hell on earth. They'll be awesome. I'm so excited. But do you remember how we did Emperor with the artists and the knights? I
Yeah.
feel like we're doing something semi-similar to that.
Yeah, but worse.
Times four. No, times two.
Times two. Yeah. Okay.
Times two. Oh no.
Yeah.
Did we make
Okay.
it? Is it too fiddly? Do we need to go easier?
I mean, it is a little. We can, let's start pulling some stuff in and sort of see where it lands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's pull in some enemies.
Yeah.
You think?
I love.
Good.
Lady Stelria.
Mm-hmm. The law party host.
Sure.
Yeah.
Contract court parties. She's of the court ink, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ink court, yes.
So
Cryptic,
she's
right?
probably cryptic then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we have Gab Bakla be one?
We could. Or we could have Fra.
Secretly a archangel.
Yeah, maybe not. Um, yeah, Gab Bakla could be one. I think Leith would be a good one.
Under fortune?
Is Leith a human?
I don't know.
Do we want to line them up to the types that we put up here? We could. Might be interesting.
We totally could.
So cryptic
But it's
is...
absolutely driving me up the wall that these are out of order.
Yeah, I'm fixing them right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just saying because they were hungry for knowledge and that was our acumen one. But it could totally be something else.
Sure, yeah. Okay. I put the ones at the top in the right order too, the attributes. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be interesting to maybe have them. So, hungry for knowledge, Leith. Yeah, could be a human. I'll put it like that. We have a spirit, so we could do... Are there any spirits that made it?
Nope.
Well,
oh, Widow's Ghost.
Widow's Ghost. There we go. So, Glamour could be the Widow's Ghost.
Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't want to be on the bad side of the Widow's Ghost.
I would hate to be on the bad side of the Widow's
Ghost. Seems
Ghost.
troubling, yeah. And then we need
kind of
someone...
feeling Caldari?
Yeah, for the...
For Violent, maybe we can call her Lady Caldari and just take the off so we're not having Caldaria versus Stelria.
Sure. That makes sense.
But also, or unless you think we can do Gab Bokla, but that's a spirit speaker. Faye can't do that. The Gate Mistress is of Ink because Ink manages the gates.
Mm-hmm.
Glen Dirge, I suppose, could be from nature. Coroner to the stars.
So it could
but I just
Temple
don't
Mother, I suppose, right? Temple Mother sounds so...
Heart of Gold.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Heart of Gold. Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold, yes.
Fool's Gold. We never specified what kind. Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
We should
It's going to be difficult to make the...
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's going to be difficult to like, okay, but if you are from Court of Ink, the Ink Court, don't take Lady Stelria. If you're from the Nature Court,
Who's to say you can't have somebody from your own thing be your enemy?
That's totally fair.
That's not written. Yeah.
Nobody wrote that anywhere. I don't have to make rules for myself that make my life more difficult.
Yeah. Just because I hang out with gamers doesn't mean I can't have a gamer enemy.
Oh, that's almost better when you have somebody who fully understands what you're about and still oppose you. Ooh,
right.
That's rough. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We need some items or some troubles or something.
We could probably go to items first for the ease of things.
Okay. The lantern. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not another lantern.
We got to have the pen of contract writing. I'm just saying,
We
like, that's
must,
got
of
to be
course.
cryptic.
Put it in cryptic. Maybe kind of a weird one, but what if the moon staff was actually it for violent? Because it goes with the nature court. That's how they gather spirits.
Yeah, heck yeah. Let's do it. Maybe that's the only way they can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is with the moon staff.
It'll be interesting to see how we turn that into an item for players, though, instead of it just being relevant to that realm.
Mm-hmm.
For
true.
humans,
Very true.
we have the water whistles.
I totally was just thinking that. Yeah, that's perfect.
Now, what the hell do spirits don't get an item?
No, they get the lantern.
They get the lantern.
Yeah, it's a spirit lantern.
It's like a little house, and they live in the flame.
Maybe. Yeah. Or it could be a spirit lantern. Nobody knows how it works. Only they can touch it.
Only they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could also do the Crescent of Revelation for violent potentially, right? We could say you
Maybe you separate people's spirits with them.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
I don't
Crescent
know.
daggers. I don't know. There's something we could do there. But for spirit, I don't know. What does the lantern do? It
says widow.
Maybe it summons
it's
the widow.
Widow's lantern.
It summons the widow to your aid.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
Yeah.
Unleash the fury of the widow.
Yeah.
Maybe she possesses you for a minute.
It could be hilarious. It could not hilarious. It could be really interesting if she's your enemy and you also have that item.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could make for some very interesting things.
It really could, right? I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you just got the lantern or you just got her as the enemy, but seeing them together would just be super fun. But I'm definitely not mad about them separate. Yeah.
I mean, I would personally just spend the experience to have both. If I got one, I'd spend the experience to get the other.
Right?
100%.
Yeah. Well, this is good. These are going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
What about troubles? You feeling troubles?
Let's look at some troubles.
Okay.
Keeping with the theme. You know, would it be... So going back to our original statement, sorry, I'm just thinking about the items still. That, you know, you draw a card. If you get fortune, you're a human. Glamour, you're a spirit. Violent, you're nature, or whatever. Like, I agree spirits can't have any of these, I don't think. Right? They don't get an item. But they'll get, like, something else. They'll get some ability that only spirits get that's really cool. But nature and ink, I think it would be really interesting for you to be nature, but somehow you've come into possession of a pen for contract writing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be devastating.
Yeah.
For ink, of course, not for you. You'd love
and
it.
vice versa for, you know, ink coming into possession of Moonstaff. The water whistle is good for either of them. The widow's lantern too, right? Those are basically both spirit
Hmm.
magic.
Yeah.
And those are all good. Those are both good for humans. The two fey magic things, would they work for a human? I mean, we could say that they would. Somehow they got, the right contract that allows them to use it.
Oh
Right?
man. I was just imagining that the items had power imbued into themselves, and so you didn't need to use power to do it. But we oftentimes have the essence thing, so you would need power to use it. Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So maybe your deal is that you have a contract, and that's why you have them and you can use them, right?
Maybe.
We could. It's a little fiddly, but we can play with this. Like we don't have to commit yet.
Sure.
But I just wanted to talk through that a little as some potential options because it was in my brain, needed to get
Didn't
out.
we say didn't we say somewhere that Fae can't use spirit magic? So would they be able to use the water whistles and the Widow's Lantern? Should we just hand wave that?
Well, I don't think they can use it directly.
Okay.
So they can't use the things that are. So there'll be spirit magic that are powers that Fae can't use. Does that
Mm-hmm.
does that work? But the
Yes.
humans and the spirits could use them.
Sure.
And then the Fae will have powers that only they can use because they are Fae. If we keep up this
And Fair Bay.
approach, yeah. All right. Do you want to try the troubles?
We could try the troubles.
Do you have any thoughts?
I'm actually I'm having a pretty big time having trouble coming up with these ones. Because for like the
Hmm.
Fae, you could have troubles with like spirits acting up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an angry one has decided to haunt you.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't necessarily make sense for a spirit to haunt a spirit.
Well, they could.
Margine, you must stop. It's been 1,000 years. You can't be nagging about this anymore.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay. I was going to say for a spirit one to do like your memory is weakening. Lower one of your non-legacy attributes by 1 as you are forgetting
Mm.
how to do the things you once did.
Hmm. Yeah, we may have to think about these. These might be they might need to be like the powers.
If
They
you
might need to be specific to your background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they could be really cool and thematic if we did. And it would
We could
be,
really nail the marriage of like
yeah,
rules to theme.
we could. This might be a three-parter.
I think this might be a 3-parter if we're making it this complicated.
Because I don't
See,
know
it's
if I.
Wednesday and Saturday.
That's right. Well, let's think about it.
We can
So
also percolate on the whole concept of separating them out.
true. Yeah, we could. I think with that in mind, and also the fact that we're coming up on 2 hours, this would be a good spot for us to stop tonight. We can give some thought to this in downtime. Let some of the thoughts percolate, right? See what bubbles to the top, and come back refreshed on Wednesday to really see what's going on here. But it does feel like a very rich and interesting realm. I'm excited about it.
I'm really pleased with how it has sort of wrapped up and come together. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to decide what my next character is going to be from, because we just did the Hermit and I was so excited about the Hermit, and now we've got this wicked spirit arboreal fantasy realm. What the hell? I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
Yeah. No, it's really neat. I'm very excited about it now. And I feel like that's what happens is we finish one and I'm always really excited about whatever the last one we did was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Hermit is super cool too. And we got our first sketch draft of the Hermit art this morning too. So, and it's looking dope, honestly. So
it's so sick. It's so sick. Simone did an amazing job.
Yeah, really incredible.
It's just the sketch. We haven't even actually seen the art.
I know.
It's just sketch phase.
I can't wait to share the real thing eventually, but we'll wait. We'll wait. All right. Anything we need to clear up before we sign off?
To clear up. Nope, I don't think so.
Or mention. We'll be back Wednesday.
We will be back Wednesday, and then maybe also Saturday. We'll see.
And maybe also Saturday. Yeah. It's very possible. Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes on Wednesday before we decide, I think.
Thanks to everyone joining us and tossing suggestions and questions in chat. Love having y'all.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, I guess.
Push the buttons. Feed the algorithm.
Yes.
They demand it so.
They do. They really do. It's in the contract. Yeah. All right. Well, have a great night, everybody. We'll do the slow wave. Bye.